What is going on, everybody? Hey, this is your boy JC, and we are back again for another Sunday pregame between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Philadelphia Eagles. But we have a new face today. It might be long term, might be short term, but he is here blessing us with his presence. What is going on, my guy, Coach Walk? What's up, man?
What's going on, fellas? Appreciate you allowing me to be on your show, man.
Absolutely. Anytime, man. Hey, you could come anytime. Just let me know, and you are welcome. And King, what's up, man?
Man, what's going on, man? It's the Battle of PA today, man. I'm just ready for this win. I'm looking forward to being 7-0, and everybody's still hating on us on Twitter or wherever your social media platform is. So let's get it.
Haters gonna hate, man. Look, it is what it is. And the more you keep winning, guess what? The more hate is gonna come. So you're just gonna have to embrace it. I mean, you're just gonna. Is this Philadelphia Eagles team mentally tough enough? To to embrace what is about to come. They win today, they're 7-0. They win next week, they're 8-0. The pressure is going to be mounting. Coach, what is your thoughts on this season so far? Eagles 6-0, possibly could go 7-0. What is your thoughts on this season so far?
Hey, they're doing what they're supposed to, man. Like I said, we're talented on paper and it's translating onto the field. Everybody at the beginning of the season was like, "Yeah, we should be good," but they haven't played a game yet. They've played 6 games and they've won all 6. So I'm definitely excited to see what the future holds. But as well, look at our roster. We have guys that have been there before. Lane Johnson, Kelsey, they're going to keep those guys humble because they have played in that big game. Then you got, Quinn coming in all humble. Those guys are coming in and not all extra geeks. So I like that mentality that we're having on the roster.
Absolutely. And King, your thoughts on the 6-0 season so far?
So far, man, so good, man. But I do, I'm the type of person that, I will expect more, especially coming into the next half of the season. But so far, so good. My whole weakness coming into the season was always Jonathan Gannon. Just the way he's coaching, things like that. But I guess out of the 6 games, he's coached, let's say 4 decent games, about 4. So he just got to do a lot more, especially with the addition of the CD Deuce. Even though CD Deuce had a monster game against Cooper Rush and the Dallas Cowboys, and then also the addition with Robert Quinn. How you going to put him into what situations, so it's a lot to work with, but overall it's been good, man, but I do want to see a lot more.
Yeah, look, I'm gonna keep it sweet and simple. I didn't see the 6-0 coming, and let's move the hell on. That's all I gotta say. But look, hey, we about to get into it. The first thing is the injury report. This is the latest one I have from Friday. Like it seems like that everybody is pretty healthy. Brandon Graham was limited on Friday. Jalen Hurts with personal issues. He might have been sick. Man, I don't know, but I know for a fact that he's playing today. Besides Lane Johnson, our biggest concern, especially after the Tua, injury. So I'm glad he got this extra week off. I don't know if we would have played last week if he would have come back, but with this extra week off, he is fully a go. On the Broncos side, this is the one I have from Friday. But Chris Boswell, damn, why I keep saying Broncos? Yo, I was watching the Broncos this morning. That pathetic team I'm watching against the Jacksonville Jaguars. And Doug Peterson here looked more gray than I ever seen it, man. This dude is having a hard time over there. But anyway, the Steelers, man. Chris Boswell is officially out, for the game. So that's a big, huge loss for them. I don't know who their backup kicker is, but another big news for the Steelers. I almost said the Broncos again. TJ Watt. TJ Watt was not put on the active roster, so we ain't got to worry about that monster. Even though I would love to play every team fully healthy, but ain't my fault. I don't give a damn. Next man up, just like Lane Johnson was out for us and Jalen Hurts was out for us, nobody would have cared for us. So it is what it is. But your thoughts on today's game going in on both sides?
I'm actually happy about it. Like I'm happy that we're basically fully healthy to the point where everybody's a go, and we get to see our full roster intact. And I'm not taking anything away from the Pittsburgh Steelers, but this is a team that we should beat. And what better way to show our full potential against the Steelers NPA against our with our fans in the crowd and everything. We're home, so you have to be to the point where you're giving your all because we got 11 games, and you heard, like I said on our showdown podcast, AJ Brown said this is when the real season starts. So I'm excited about that, but I'm more excited to see what these coaches do.
Yeah, Coach. Your thoughts on these both team injury rosters going into this matchup?
Hey, for us military recruiters, we always go by position and timing, and that's how this game kind of happened for us. We're in the right position as far as being undefeated, and the timing was right because they do got certain key personnel that are out that could be a game changer with TJ Watt. And then as you saw, Levi Wallace is out as well, and Pittsburgh don't have really that good secondary. So now that's going to open up our wide receivers and kind of put more of a workload on Finka and Edmonds now because they're going to have to carry a lot of that load now. So it's more of a let's shake the cobwebs off, get back into the rhythm. So because we got a long marathon ahead of us, but as well, this is an opportunity we can throw Quinn in the game with minimum knowledge of the playbook and just, hey, go do what you do, and then slowly ease them back into the process. So I'm excited for this game, man, just to see if everything's clicking, if the coaches were able to reevaluate and adjust, so that way we could be set up for success and hopefully get a second championship.
Yeah, absolutely. And I completely agree. And look, hey, TJ Watt being out is not the Philadelphia Eagles' concern. But name me a team that have won a championship where they did not have luck along the way. Like, basketball, football, it doesn't matter. You have to get that lucky bounce once in a while. I'm not going to say that this is a lucky bounce, but this is a big, we dodging a big bullet. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not going to lie. TJ Watt, he's probably, he's Michael Parsons before Michael Parsons was Michael Parsons. You know what I mean? He's that dude. I'm not going to lie. He is that dude. I mean, he's better than Bosa. TJ Watt is the real deal. And for us not to, and for the Steelers not to have him, it's a huge loss for the Steelers. But hey, it is what it is. But so going into this game, man, we are coming off a bye week. I think it was a little bit too early. The Philadelphia Eagles was clicking 6-0. We beat the Dallas Cowboys, but our whole offensive line was injured. Literally, we had Mariota with the shoulder, Dickerson with I think an ankle, right? He got hurt against the Cardinals game. We got Lane Johnson with the concussion. Jason Kelsey was hurt, so it came at the right time. What do y'all expect to see from the Eagles after this bye week? Let's start with Coach.
I'm expecting a slow start just because, like I said, we're coming off of that bye. And if the coaches did make any adjustments as far as how they're going to run their scheme, this is going to be that time. But what I would like to see is them execute in the second half, which has kind of been our weak point. If we can take the breath out of the Steelers and, show actual dominance in all three phases of the game, that will actually put us on notice to the league. Because we're still not getting respect in a lot of these power rankings as far as being placed 2 or 3 underneath Kansas City and Buffalo. But if they come out here and show like they're legit Super Bowl contender team, I think we'll put the league on notice and then earn the respect as we go through.
I mean, all right. So just to kind of piggyback off of that. So do you expect? Okay, so you say a slow start, but would a 3-point game say, hey, the Eagles are that team, or do you want to see them, you know, the double digit, the double like 10+ win games against this, injury plague, Steelers?
Um, I see. I would like to see Nick Sirianni get his second 40-point game. That's what I would like to get. I would like to see Jonathan Gannon prove why he's a head coach candidate and
I see.
actually shut out a defense. We had the chance against Minnesota, and that didn't happen. Uh, there should be no reason why any of these teams should hang with our defense
None.
because we constantly are rotating guys out. So if we can do that and show like, hey, regardless of who we play, we're going to play
Mhm.
Eagles football and not to the level of our competition. That's what I think, we should be doing.
Okay, all right. Yo, King, hey, what do you want to see, man? The Eagles coming off a bye week, a big win after the Dallas Cowboys. What do you expect to see from the Eagles against the Pittsburgh Steelers today?
A strong third quarter, a strong third quarter to the point where we come out the gates and set the tone. Whereas though, like fourth quarter should be us just running the time management to the point where we're all healthy. Let's move on to the next game. Let's make sure this clock is 0-0. When we come out of halftime, something happens. That's the only thing about that 6-0 start that happens. Something happens to the point where, like, all right, Jonathan Gannon set the cornerbacks 10 yards, quarterbacks Cooper Rush, Kyler Murray, all of them. They picked us apart in the second half to the point where now it's like we got to come back. We got to come back to where we were, and then Jalen Hurts got to either make a couple decent throws to get us, into touch the red zone where we run it in, or like last game, the Cowboys, he hit that who was that? Devontae Smith. We can't wait for that. We have to set the tone for the year for the half, especially if we get the ball back in half. So I expect for the coaches to take adjustment in game, just not wait until the team start to come back, punches in the mouth. Dallas Cowboys had 14 points. That's unacceptable, especially with this defense. So I'm looking at Jonathan Gannon more than Shane Steichen. But Shane Steichen does have to find a way to get everybody involved, including Miles Sanders, including the receivers, including Dallas Goddard, especially if they're coming after Hurts. Hurts can throw underneath the blitz, and it's always there. It's barbecue chicken at that point.
Look, I'm expecting dominance, dominance from this Philadelphia Eagles defense, just like you said, coach. Look, there's no offense should be able to hang with this Philadelphia Eagles defense, especially after the big trade that Howie Roseman did to acquire Robert Quinn. But what's actually going to happen? Mike Tomlin, man. I'm not sleeping on Mike Tomlin at all. He's a
Mm-mm.
Super Bowl winning head coach. Never had a losing a season since he's been in.
Right.
You can't underestimate this team right here going into this game, especially with a bye week next week. So it's just like, look, fellas, we just need one win and then go into the bye with the high. You know what I mean? You just knocked down the Goliath, right? The 6-0 undefeated, the giant of the
Mm-hmm.
NFL right now. Even though some people, like you said, coach, got us third, behind the Bills and the Chiefs. But hey, we can't worry about that. We have to worry about what we can control is going out and winning, day in and day out every week. But definitely, I'm expecting this team, but man, Mike Tomlin got me nervous a little bit, man. Mike Tomlin got me a little bit nervous because of his pedigree, because of who he is as a motivator. He made the playoffs with 3 different quarterbacks 1 year. Like literally had boom, 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 and still make the playoffs, and nobody expected him to do that. So, with that being said, welcome my guy King Fi John. He's on the West Coast, of course, representing our birds. What's up,
Right.
man? How you doing, my brother?
Yo, what's good, fellas? Not bad. I woke up. I was trying to get some yard work done because the wifey was on me, trying to get everything done, and then I realized I was like, I can't. I have to remind myself, 3 hours behind. So my apologies, fellas.
Right.
Hey, you good, man. Hey, you good, man. But you came in right on time, man. Hey, we're talking about the Eagles after this bye week, man. What do you expect to see from the Philadelphia Eagles, and what might actually happen? You know what I mean? Like, before and after picture type thing.
I expect them. To be probably a little sluggish. The first probably like 5 to 8 minutes, and then eventually, hey, we just getting back to form of what will happen. This is the reason why this team is 6-0. I think for the most part with me is playing 4 quarters of football, and I'm gonna keep on repeating that. I know I said the last podcast with with the flag crew. I need 4 quarters of football, and on top of that, this isn't one of those things that I think everybody's been saying. What they've been saying, oh, this is going to be like one of those weeks where we lose or something like that, or what is it? What do they call that? What do they call the joint when everybody else is scared?
A trap game?
Trap game.
Yeah, the trap game.
Yeah.
I don't see, and I
Nah.
hate that word. I hate that, and I don't believe in it. But I mean, I just feel like everybody is just like cautious, and they want to be perfect. Who doesn't want to be perfect, right? And if your football team is perfect, and they're undefeated, I mean, you can stick out your chest a little bit more when you're walking out here in the streets. You know what I'm saying?
But look, a trap game would have been if we played like, I guess, I don't know, like the Cowboys next week or the Giants next week, or I don't know, but we play the Texans.
Playing the Texans.
I mean, like, what trap game is there? You know what I mean? Like,
we can't lose that game. We can't lose that game. Me and Marcus will be in H-Town next week. Cannot lose that game.
So I don't see no trap game happening, especially with Jalen Hurts having 2 weeks of focus on this one team. And under Andy Reid, the Philadelphia Eagles was over 800%, like 800% winning percentage of winning after the bye. We was like damn nearly perfect every time we came off a bye. So I don't know under Nick Sirianni. Wait, did we lose last year? Coming off a bye? Yes, we did lose.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think we got our backs blown out, man. I think we lost against the Raiders or something. I was like, how the hell we look so bad? Like,
that's when they made the change, though, from Shane. After that game, Shane becoming the play caller.
Yeah.
So I think with everybody understanding their role, this should be a lot.
And I was at that game. That game was terrible. I was in Vegas.
It started off pretty good, though.
It started off really well. You know what it remind me of? It remind me of the new videos right now, like, hi, my name is King. My name is Keith Flajon, and this is my first beer. Then beer 57, just laid out. Like, it was bad, bro. It was bad, bro. Oh, Raider fans, man, they left a sour taste. Like, the Raider fans were just like on us too. It was like to the point like you will never like the Raider fans ever again. Like, they were vicious, bro. I thought we were vicious. So yeah, it was bad.
We just passionate. They're vicious. You know what I mean? So, but anyways, man, look, all right. So what do you expect the Steelers game plan to be against the Philadelphia Eagles? I know we're not at the Steelers camp or, in their coaching room, knowing that you are, a TJ Watt is out and your quarterback Pickett has 7, not 1, not 2, but 7 interceptions and 2 touchdowns, I believe, in the season so far. Basically, 7 interceptions. So what do you expect this guy, your game plan to be, coming into this game, especially when your running back is averaging 3.3 yards per carry? All right, let's start with King DV.
They're going to still utilize Najee Harris because that's probably one of the Eagles' weaknesses. Is basically tackling, especially in their atrocious third quarter. I keep going back to the Cowboys game where they didn't tackle and Zeke and Pollard ate to the point where they controlled the clock. They're going to go back to that. They're going to watch game film. They probably don't trust the offensive line as much as we do, but they know that they can get over on that point. Also, they're going to try to contain Jalen Hurts. from going outside the pocket. They're going to try to make him more of a pocket passer. Even though TJ Watt is out, they're going to try to make him more of a pocket passer. That's the two things I see that's going to happen. That's accurate on both sides of the ball for the Steelers.
All right, coach.
So I'm playing in Philly. Mm-hmm. I don't know who the hell my quarterback is, really. So what if I'm coaching, what I'm gonna do is try and set my team up to minimize the bleeding. So I'm gonna manage the clock by running the ball a lot. A lot of my passes are gonna be basically short and quick. Get them out my QB's hand. I'm utilizing my talent as far as Deontay Johnson. I'm gonna have him go east and west pre-motion to kind of help as far as get him on the go with a jet sweep, or at least get him to start running on a route and have him at least come opposite with a drag. So that way I can keep everything moving and kind of see which one-on-one matchups I like, because they still got decent receivers between Claypool, Deontay Johnson, and George Pickens. So, and then that's the matchup I'm going to try and see who's covering Pickens. If they got Avonte Maddox on him, that's the go-to right there, because Pickens is a bigger body and he's more aggressive than Avonte. No knock on Avonte as far as being a decent nickel corner, but Pickens has been balling this year. And then on the defensive side, I'm going to have to apply pressure. I got Miles Jack. I have Devin Bush. And then I still got Alex Highsmith. I'm going to go ahead and let them guys go because I don't have a secondary right now. And the only way my secondary can eat is if I force Jalen to make those mistakes so these guys can go at least deflect the pass or get a pick. So I'm going to be aggressive on the defensive end, but I got to be conservative on the offensive end because, well, we're in Philly. I got to keep the crowd out of it. I can't afford any big-time plays like a deep ball in his pick. If I can make the game kind of methodical and boring to take the crowd out of it, that should at least allow me to keep going to a certain extent. But as well, if we do get a momentum going now, the crowd's already, tired out of their mind. The energy sucked out of the stadium. Exactly. So that would be my game plan, man, if I'm going against the Birds.
All right, so real quick. All right, so I'm going to see this question. Do you think that is the smartest move for them, just based on the Philadelphia Eagles defense with big plays, Slade jumping routes with Chauncey back there? So I mean, is the quick throws, the quick screen to the wide receiver, the tight end, the running back is the best game plan going against this Philadelphia defense? Or would you try to test, a James Bradbury with a Chase Claypool in the slot, or somebody in the slot? Because the last time we faced Chase,
White Snake,
four touchdowns,
four touchdowns on our head. You know what I mean? So, do you think that your game plan, just going against the Philadelphia Eagles defense, is the best thing for them, or should they explore more in a slot in the middle of the field?
I think that's the best spot as far as going against the slot. TJ Edwards and Kaiser White have been balling, and they have been playing decent pass coverage as linebackers. And then right now, you want to keep the ball away, because if you look at it, Jonathan Gannon has a history of either playing a cover 4 or a cover 1 and double teaming. So if he's double teaming one of my wide receivers, that means my other two are one-on-one. And then eventually I do want the middle shit open up for Fairmouth. And then I could eventually, but I got to get those guys suckered into the box. So I'm going to rely on Najee. He's a big boy. He should be able to take a payload as far as 25 to 30 carries. So if I can suck him into the box, get a favorable matchup, like I said, if I'm the coach, I like Pickens against Avonte, and that's what I'm going to go against. Bradbury's balling on the outside, Slade's balling on the one-on-ones. Hey, let's go ahead and figure out until they adjust, which the Eagles haven't been able to do because that's their trend. And then if they can adjust to the Pickens versus Avonte Maddox, there we go. It won't be Claypool getting 4 touchdowns. It's going to be Pickens with 4.
Yeah, most definitely. And then you also got to remember, Kenny and Pickens, like they got a little bit of a connection. They have a connection. You know what I'm saying? So that's something that you got to worry about as well. If you're going to be able to say, hey, you're going to go after Maddox, or you're probably going to have to end up even, hey, we're going to have to double route whatever Jordan Pickens is doing, because you're going to understand something where he's aggressive. And he's going to make some catches where you think he's not going to be able to make that catch. I mean, that one catch, Dude, my man got Spider-Man senses, man. For
Yeah.
like here's those catches out like he's made. I'm like, damn, like how the hell does he make that catch? So that's most definitely. And I think another thing is people got to also remember, John Gannon, nothing. We don't want to get beat. Don't want to get nothing over the top. So we're gonna play conservative. And then if you want to go back to the Arizona game. That's how you beat the Arizona. I mean, that's how you beat the Philadelphia Eagles. Watch the Arizona game. Quick throws, attack the edges of the football field, and understand your assignment and the weaknesses of the matchups. And then hey, there you go. And we're not that great against the run. I mean, maybe with Robert Quinn being in here, that might help a little bit. But with John Gannon, I know he's watching the fly crew right now.
Yeah,
put Jordan Davis in the damn game. Play him more. He's a first-round pick. Damn, man, come on.
But look, okay. So with that being said, he put Jordan Davis in the game. Then that means what I said this past week with Simone the Sports, man, and shout out to her. Can Fletcher Cox be on the trade block by the first? Because we know, the first is the trade deadline. So in order for Jordan Davis to be in the game more, what you're gonna try to give a Fletcher Cox 30% of the snaps and give Jordan Davis? So what are you doing with Fletcher Cox then? So how are you gonna balance that out?
The person to me would be Hargrave. Hargrave will probably have to take a back seat a little bit because he isn't doing what we thought he was supposed to come here and do. So he'd probably be the one that I say might be the man out of the road. Not like necessarily the rotation.
Yeah.
Just less snaps. That's what I would do. I respect everybody's opinion. I get it.
But the reason why I say Fletcher Cox because this is his last year. You know what I mean? He's literally a free agent. But Hargrave, we still have a chance to keep him. You know what I mean? Like for another, or redo his contract, or whatever. But Fletcher Cox, to me, he's kind of gone after this year. So would you try to get something for him, or just stand still and just say, hey, you know what? We have something special here. Let's keep everybody. Don't trade away nobody, and let's try to see how far we could get into the playoffs.
Unless the trade is going to make sense on the defensive end, but right now that front line has depth, and that's what we want. Especially with now this long series of games going, we want our guys to be able to rotate in, rotate out, consistent, stay healthy. But like what King said, Hargrave hasn't been doing anything this season. So let Davis fill that void. But the Eagles are playing kind of like a 3-4-5-1 defense. Mm-hmm. So you can always have Fletcher Cox and Hargrave bump out to that 3 technique while Jordan is playing in that 0 straight up. Because your outside guys are going to be Hassan, Quinn, BG, Sweat. So as long as they can collapse the pocket, prevent the quarterback from climbing up, I can move Hargrave around. We saw in the Dallas game once Davis got back in there, that running kind of came to a stop.
Yeah, Marcus. You hit it right on the head right there. And let me see some NASCAR packages. Let me see some. Let me see some exotic play, like where if he's in the 0 and he can just hit straight up, and then you're tricking the guard in where you're going to go inside, but you're actually going to go on the outside, something like that. I want to see something. I want to see something a little bit different, especially when you got Robert Quinn. You add him to his long. He has number one at 32 years old. I get it. He's athletic. He has the bend, and he has long arms, and he's good against the run. You know what I mean? He has a high motor. I think people are not. People don't see that because they just see the 18.5 sacks, right?
Right.
Yeah, absolutely. Especially the haters, man, the Cowboys fans. Hey, shout out to Cold Cowboys, man. Over here, peeking behind enemy lines, man. Yo, I see you. I see you.
listen. We made up the Swoop Boys, and Cole and Philly 500. We have to have a better record than the Cowboys. If we don't, me, Marcus, Philly 500, Reek, Will, we all got dressed up in like Cowboys gear.
Yo, I'll break out. I would break out in eyes, man. I cannot do that bet. That's one bet I probably would never do. I whether it's sing the Cowboys song, whatever the hell it is. I ain't putting nothing Cowboys on my body, man. Like, I don't trust their gear like that. But anyway, hey, Shane Steichen, man, after the bye week, off his game plan for this game against the Steelers. Yes, TJ Watt is not here, but you still have Alex Highsmith, Minkah Fitzpatrick. We all wanted him on the Philadelphia Eagles a couple years ago.
Mhm.
So this, Cameron Hayward. That dude ain't no slouch. He's gonna go against our weakest lineman, I think, in Samalu, right? He's gonna line up against him. So if you Shane, what is your game plan going into this game? Let's start with Coach.
We run an RPO style defense, so it's basically going to be a reactive style offense. Like we did against Dallas, I'm gonna go against the favorable matchup. So who's the bigger threat on defense? Alex Highsmith. So
6.5 sacks.
I'm gonna leave him on block, and we're gonna react off of if he comes after Jalen. Hey, I'm either throw it or I'm gonna hand the ball off to Miles. If he sinks onto the running back, let Jalen take off and use his legs. But as well, I would like to see some 11, some 21 personnel, so that way we can kind of not know as far as with the run game, but run a couple times, sucker those guys in and hit them with bootlegs, man. We got the speed, we got the possession style catchers. Utilize those matchups. Like I said earlier, with Levi Wallace kind of being out, your number 2 corner now has to play the number 1 receiver, and your number 3 corner has to play the number 2 receiver, and then the guy come off the bench is going to play the slot now. You have those favorable matchups, so utilize that and play to your strengths. Don't force any plays to anybody, man. Focus on the run game. That's our strength. And then once the pass starts to open up, hey, hit that favorable matchup, which is probably going to be Devontae against whoever's lined up against him.
Yeah. All right, King, DV.
I totally agree. Establish the run early. Nothing really changed with me. Establish the run early, just to get the ball rolling, and then everything should open up for the Eagles. At the line of scrimmage, man. You said it yourself. Samalu. Well, I don't even know how to pronounce his name, but
Salamalu.
Yeah, we be butchering names on this.
Oh man, do not put me in no spelling bee competition.
but him, he has to be ready for that challenge. Against Cam and Hayward. He has to be ready for that challenge. Also, let Jalen Hurts do him. Just let him continue to do him. Be the leader on the field, and not sit up there and put him in situations where he's passing so much in the first quarter. Like I said, going back to my first point, just establish the run. Not too many RPOs. Do not be predictable. Mix it up a little bit and get these receivers involved.
Yeah, I mean, King Fly.
This would be the perfect game to have a deep ball. We haven't seen the deep ball in a while. Josh Jackson is out for this game. So I think it would be a great game to have a deep ball. And look, I'll be honest with you, the Steelers have no identity. They're trying to figure out as the season goes. They have some young core talent with Najee, Claypool. I mean, I don't even know if he's going to get traded. I don't know what's going on. I don't think he will.
Yeah.
And Pickens. So I just think that they're just trying to figure out. They're trying to. I mean, they did hold up against the Miami Dolphins pretty well, but
and they beat the Bucks.
They beat the Bucks, but the Bucks.
And they beat the Didn't they? They lost to the Jets. They let the Jets.
But then that's exactly what I'm about to say. I mean, it's any given Sunday. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So so this is where you got to understand. You got to understand your assignment, and you got to come to play to play. You know what I'm saying? So that would be the thing that I mostly what I'm thinking. And the Eagles defensive line must establish aggressiveness and get after Kenny and make him get off his targets. And we should be fine.
Look, I'm going after you. I'm using Miles Sanders, man. I gotta stick to my running game, man. Hey, Miles Sanders so far has been balling this year. I mean, what 438, 430 something yards and rushing already,
485.
TDs. So he's on pace to literally go like 12, 1,300 yards if we give him the ball, and of course to double-digit touchdowns. But I don't think Philadelphia Eagles want him to have that type of year because then they're going to have to pay him the money. So, but I really think this is a Miles Sanders type of game. Even if you establish your run, especially with Alec Highsmith, man, he is looking to go get the quarterback. 6.5 sacks. Their team only had 12. He had 6.5 sacks. You know what I mean? So that dude is the whole defense with TJ Watt being out. So he is that dude. So I've definitely put some respect on his name. So don't even try to. It's like Coach say, treat him like Micah, right? Parson. You know what I mean? Just treat him like Parson. Hey, whoever, like whatever side he's on, go after him. You know, either it bites in, you throw. If he have him put, make him try to choose which way he wants to go. But definitely, I think that Miles Sanders. Look, Jalen Hurts could throw for 150 yards, 3 touchdowns. The reason why I say 3 touchdowns because the running game is start running, and then that play action, boom, you in the red zone, 10 yards touchdown, 15 yards touchdown. So I don't even care about the yards, but I definitely think this should be a Miles Sanders, a running game. Look, this is 11 games left. I'm not trying to put my quarterback in harm's way. I understand, about the RPO, but 11 games left. I mean, our bigger picture is the Super Bowl, so I'm not trying to do anything, especially against a team that have nothing to lose. Nothing to lose. Like, they're trying to beat an undefeated team. So I'm not going to say that they're trying to play dirty, but I'm not even going to try to even put them in that position to even get a cheap shot on my quarterback. So Miles Sanders,
most definitely.
Game well, run.
Most definitely. And then on top of that, man, like, let's be honest, as we all play football, right? When you are undefeated, what is the biggest thing that every time you step on that field?
Everybody after you.
You're everybody's Super Bowl.
Yeah, you got a target.
Super Bowl.
Everybody got a target on you. You got a target on that back. You know what I mean? So, because that's that competitive nature. You know what I mean? You get out there, man, these dudes ain't even all that, man. Come on, man. Let's get out here and ball. Then, boom. Everybody got a play until they get punched in the mouth.
And who knows that better than who? The Pittsburgh Steelers 2 years ago. Let's see, during the COVID year, right? They were 11-0. Everybody was going after them, and then Washington punched them in the mouth, and they were they started going down here after that. I mean,
the wheels fell off. The wheels fell off that wagon.
I'm telling you,
it was between them and the Arizona Cardinals. Remember, Arizona Cardinals was 7-0, and the wheels fell off. The wheels just fall. It was everything. It was like Oregon Trail. You like, oh, we got, you got this many buffalo, you got this many deer, but hey, some people got to stand behind because we ain't got all this. Everybody can't go.
So, all right. So right before we move on, okay, man, this is one of those questions. Would y'all rather see the Philadelphia Eagles lose before the playoffs or just go in the playoffs undefeated? I'm going to start with King Fly, man.
Oh, man.
It's a tough question. It's a little
Yeah, man. I guess it would depend on the situation. I guess, we already have the number 1 spot, in the playoff. We got home field advantage. You got to come to the link to play us. Yes, then, okay, I'm cool with that. You rest your players and you go and put the young bulls in. But if it's a situation where we got to play for the number 1, I want to go undefeated. I want to stay. I want to have that same record as the Miami Dolphins. I'm not sure what the year was, like 72 or something like that.
72.
It's 72.
Yeah, 72.
17-0 was the record, I think it was.
17-0, and then obviously when we won the Super Bowl. So I would love to have that, and have that, pound that on my chest and show my tats off. You know what I'm saying? I would love to have that.
Coach?
I'd rather go undefeated, man. Just because when you're winning, everybody's confident and having fun. Yes. There's no doubts in the room. Nobody is questioning themselves. When you take an L, you start questioning Did I leave everything on the field? Damn, I should have jumped that route. Or, go on this side and third. But when you're winning, you're out there having fun. Everybody's confident, regardless of where you're at on the depth chart. Everybody now has a level of swag. Even the kicker got a level of swag. So I would rather go undefeated, man. Go into the playoffs, confidence, high self-esteem, good vibes in a NovaCare, and then just go from there.
King DV.
I wouldn't rather go undefeated. I'm against that. Here's why. Because I feel like that undefeated team will probably have their head in the clouds. Thinking that everything that they did throughout the season, especially let's just take the 6 games, for instance. These 6 games, yes, we all had some things to say about them. Hey, second half jitters. We can't score. We score 6 points to beat the Cowboys. You know what I'm saying? Jonathan Gannon being so conservative at times to the point where we could put this game away. We want us as Eagles fans, we want to put our foot on their neck. If what they're doing is working throughout the whole 17 games, they're going to go in the playoffs with the same thing, whereas though they're not making the proper adjustments. So when I say I want them to lose a game, I want them to lose a game that's meaningful.
Okay, so
not against the Giants.
So what
not against the Giants. Hold on, not against the Giants. Not against the Giants. I want us to beat the first game against the Giants. Let's just say,
and you want to sweep the Cowboys, right?
I've been saying we want to sweep the Cowboys. So
okay.
But no meaningful games left. There's no meaningful games left.
If we lose at Green Bay.
No.
Oh, wait. Let's just say hypothetically, I'm with Coach. Let's just say hypothetically that Aaron Rodgers have this Aaron Rodgers type game at the link.
Oh no.
And we lose. I'm not saying get blown out, but lose. Then it's like, all right, we didn't protect the house. We didn't do this right. You hear Jalen Hurts every speech. We left food on the table. Left food on the table. How much food we gonna leave at the table? As soon, I ain't gonna have to cook for Thanksgiving because we keep leaving food on the table. So that's what I'm saying. I'd rather us lose. I'd rather go 16-1 than 17-0 to answer your question.
But look, hey, by the time, so by the time we play the Packers, the Philadelphia Eagles could be 10-0. So how meaningful would that game be? I don't know. For who? I don't know. But I guess meaningful for us to continue winning, or where would the Packers record be at that time? But me personally, give me that goddamn 20-0, man. Them Cowboys 5 rings ain't nothing nobody can say to me. I don't care if I don't never see another championship in my life. 20-0? Ain't nobody in NFL history have ever done that. No. 10 rings, 5 rings, I don't give a damn. Were you 20-0? Everybody got a ring. Were you 20-0? Hell no, shut up. Get out my face. Hell no, you can't tell me nothing. Give me that 20-0. I'm telling you right now. Yo, I don't care. Look, I don't know if I'm going to be alive to watch the Eagles win 5 championships, but man, if we could go 20-0 this year, yo, I'm dying a happy man with a smile on my face.
Listen. My thing is this: if they come here to Arizona and they're in the Super Bowl, I'm there, and I'm gonna die. I'll be mad at that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. But Jonathan Gannon, man, hey, we all know he feasts like Thanksgiving dinner on bad quarterbacks and just lay off. Like, me got laid off 2 weeks ago, and I got rehired, by the way. So, but I came back. I got laid off a couple weeks, and boom, the contract situation with the government. Boom, I'm back. So, how do you expect this defensive game plan to go, man? Like, Jonathan Gannon, what kind of defensive game plan? You want to see him, do against this, a guy that threw 7 interceptions, only 2 touchdowns. He threw for over 700 yards, but 7 interceptions, that means either his wide receivers are not catching the ball, or he is like, he's playing happy feet in the backfield somewhere, and he just getting rid of it and not seeing the field. Let's start with King DV. What is your defensive game plan for this game?
try to not have him in his comfort zone. His comfort zone, especially against the Dolphins, was on the move. You know, hold on, pause. Coles, no, our measure of stick is actually being equal to the 2017 Philadelphia Eagles. You know, we want to win that Super Bowl.
Yeah,
It ain't got nothing to do with the Cowboys. Back to the paid programming. But yeah, he basically not to have him in his comfort zone because he did make some decent throws. Kenny Pickett, we're talking about, even though he had 3 picks, he made some decent throws. And I don't want them to turn into big yardage or basically touchdowns, points on the board for the Steelers. And then they got our defense looking silly, especially at home. I want them to take care of Pickett. I want them to tackle when the running game starts to go. Need them not to allow more than 5 yards from these Steelers. More than 5 yards. I don't want no big games or anything like that. I don't need a Swift type of game. I don't need a Tony Pollard / Zeke type game. I want us to dominate on all cylinders on this defense, all layers, the line, linebackers, and of course the secondary. I don't want Jonathan Gannon, this last point, I don't want Jonathan Gannon to get conservative because we're up. I want him to, you know, put the NFL on notice like, hey, we're a defense to be reckoned with. And we just got this guy, Robert Quinn, and Robert Quinn got some tackles, got some big plays, and things like that for us. So put these guys in positions to be successful.
yes, sir, Coach.
Hey, I'm playing against a rookie quarterback, and the only threat is probably the running game, regardless of what Najee's stats are, because that is a weakness for us. I got to be an aggressive. I got to apply pressure. I got to come after Pickett, and that's possibly, you know, me sending 6 every time. Gannon likes playing, like I said, a cover 1 or a cover 4. The only adjustment I would tell Gannon is press them at the line. Your corners are already bailing because they're in a zone coverage. Yeah. So just don't let them get off the line for free. Like I tell my kids when I coach them, nobody works for free. Make them boys go earn it. But as well, switch up the double team coverage you're going to do. Double team Claypool every once in a while. Double team Pickens every once in a while. Confuse Pickens because he's not 100% sure which wide receiver now is going to be one-on-one. Force him to make those mistakes. Like I said, I would like to see Davis be his most workload. I would actually like Davis play 70% of this game because the biggest deal has been pre-draft. He can't play 3 downs. So, hey, let this be his tape and his opening to the world because he doesn't have any favorable tape right now. Let this be his welcoming game. Everybody's had it right now as far as new additions. So that's how I'm going as far as defensive game planning against this style.
Your King Fly.
Yo, man, both of y'all hit it right on the head on that one. The only thing I can add to it is, you know, blitz. Blitz. I want to see some blitzing. That's the only thing I can add to this. I mean, you guys hit all the points on the table, but blitz. I just want to see somewhere you confuse Kenny Pickett. I want to see him like looking like there's ghosts everywhere, like the little joint that I made with the little show intro. I want to see that. I want to see him scared. I want him to make mistakes. I want them to play with his mind and his eyes. I want him thinking that he sees something there, but it's not, and he throws a pick. And we already know, man, when it comes to winning games, it's about that turnover. You get the turnover chain, hey, all things are possible right there. You get over there, you get that ball in your hand.
Yeah, I mean, look, I can't disagree with what anybody said. Look, aggressive. Whether we blitz or not, I want to see a Carson Wentz game. Like whatever he did during that game, man, 9 sacks. I'm not going to say we're going to get 9 sacks, but boy, Carson Wentz was seeing some ghosts around when he wasn't there. If he wasn't seen, the ghost was boo, give me the ball. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yo, the ghost was rising up. But that's the
Hallow's Eve. It's Hallow's Eve. I want to make this game a scary hours. That's what I want this game to be.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. So let's start with Clean Fly, man. What is most concerning going into this matchup for you against the Steelers? Is it the rust that the Eagles going to, coming off this bye? Is it the underdog mentality that the Pittsburgh still is going to have going into Philly? Haven't won there since like in the 60s or something like that, a long time ago. Have been won there so long. Like, what is most concerning going into this matchup?
I'm not really concerned. I'm be honest with you.
I like it.
I think we're 9-0 against 9-0 when they
Yeah.
Philadelphia. Yeah, I'm not really concerned. I know I'm not like superstitious and stuff like that to that point. I mean, this maintaining Najee Harris, and understanding, and then the key defensive role players or key players, just understand where they're at and going at them, attacking them. I think if we take care of business, we'll be fine.
Yeah, I agree, Coach.
Biggest concern is not going to be more towards the players, but coaching. Can Shane and Gannon make those proper adjustments in the second half? That's always going to be that has been a concern for us because we have been slow coming out of halftime. Can Shane make an adjustment based off what he's seen the defense do? Can Gannon make an adjustment based off the matches that Pittsburgh has been exposing? And how can he go about those to basically minimize the damage that these teams could do or take away the damage at all? So that's my concern as far as us on the Eagles side.
King, DB.
Jonathan Gannon is my concern. And here's why, because I don't want him to actually keep this team around. I want him to be able to control that side of the ball and put the pressure on our offense to do their job to put points on the board. Not to sit up there and put everything on Jonathan Gannon, but this is a game that he should take full advantage of. Like you said, you want to see a Carson Wentz type of game, or a Minnesota Vikings type of game if we decide to let Kenny Pickett try to beat us. I don't know what their game plan is, but I just know that Jonathan Gannon needs to be taking advantage of everything that he can get right here. This, just like you said, is supposed to be Jordan Davis tape, coach. This should be Jonathan Gannon's tape to try to put his hat into next season or whatever as a head coach. So the pressure is on Jonathan Gannon. I'm gonna be looking at that side of the ball today.
My concern is this, man. A couple weeks ago, man, nobody expected the Pittsburgh Steelers to beat the Bucs with Mike Evans, with Chris Godwin, with their weapons on the field. I'm not saying that that Jalen Hurts is as stiff as Tom Brady, though. But I just don't want them to say, hey, what TJ Watt ain't playing? Huh? Like, okay, well, hey, this is an easy game for us. Coming off the bye. I just don't want us. I don't think we have those type of guys, right? The big play Slay, the Fletcher Cox, the Jalen Hurts. It starts from Jalen Hurts, that dog mentality. I don't think, he's going to take any team lightly at all. So I just want us to just be as aggressive as possible. So now let's go to 3 keys of victory. And please let me know who wins and your score prediction. We're going to start with King DB.
Like I said, 3 keys, stopping Najee Harris, man.
Wait, hold on. So we about to do this. All right, so 3 keys if Pittsburgh could win this game, and then 3 keys for the Philadelphia Eagles. So it's actually 6 keys, but just give me.
I was like, hold on, that's.
Yeah. It's 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, so it's 6 keys. All right, so let's go that way. If the Pittsburgh Steelers can win this game and should win this game, how can they pull up the upset? And then you give me your 3 keys, for the Philadelphia Eagles. Go ahead, King.
Mike Tomlin having Kenny Pickett control the game by quick passes, relying on Najee Harris, especially big games from Najee Harris. Even though he's not really having a great season so far, he's due for a breakout game. Also, the defense actually controlling what our offense do. They're getting after Jalen Hurts. They're trying to make sure that he doesn't get A.J. Brown involved because they feel like that everybody think that that's the number 1 guy that he goes to. I mean, but we do got other weapons. And just our man, just control the special teams for the Steelers. Control the special teams because that's another one of our weaknesses as of right now. Control that. They control all 3 of those phases. They can win this ball game by a close margin, probably like 20-17. But if on the Eagles side, we have to stop and make sure he does not establish himself. Najee Harris, I'm talking about. He's only averaging 3.3 yards per carry. Then you also got just Kenny Pickett, not having him too comfortable back there. You know, we can talk about him being a rookie, never interceptions. We can't talk about he's still a pro at the end of the day. And if you give anybody time in this league, he can make you pay. So just not having him on that type time, whereas though that we're getting to the quarterback, he's on his back majority of the damn game, and he doesn't have time to throw to Claypool or Pickens. And then my third is just establish the run early and take advantage of red zone opportunities. That's my three keys. Final score for me. It changed from Wednesday on the showdown. I did say 27-17. I got it 30-17 now. I got us 30-17.
I like it, Coach. Your three keys for the Pittsburgh to pull off this upset and give the Philadelphia Eagles their first loss, and your three keys for the Philadelphia Eagles to keep on this winning streak to move on to 7-0.
So the first key is going to count for both teams. So this would be 1 and 2. Establish the run. Both teams have to establish the run because that helps open up the passing game when it comes to, like, for the Eagles, the RPO. When it comes for Pittsburgh, the bootleg. That's going to be the first key. The second key for Pittsburgh is going to be make the game simple for Kenny Pickett. Don't have him think that much. Just have him take the favorable matchups as far as, you know, the play design concept. So if he can, if I'm throwing to the left, corner bells, I know to dump it off. If the quarter sinks, I know to throw it behind, you know, make it simple for him to react on that way. And then the third one is going to be the defense has to be aggressive. I think they have a decent linebacker core. Like I said, Miles Jack, Devin Bush, Alex Highsmith, like those boys are good. If they can stay in aggressive, apply pressure against a decent Eagles O-line and allow your quarters to at least hang in those matchups that they're not favored in, then you should be all right. So my key to number 2 for Philly is going to be get after Pickett because, once again, that is a rookie quarterback. He's still adjusting to this fast pace. Obviously, he's thrown 7 picks and he hasn't played 7 games. So there's something going on there that he's not catching on to, which he holds on to the ball a lot of time. And as well, Pittsburgh doesn't have a decent O-line. So I am going to call a 9-sack game because the Steelers do not have a decent O-line. And you know, when Robert Quinn comes on the field, he's not dropping back in coverage. He's coming after you. So that's key number 2. And then key number 3 is can the coaches make the proper adjustments at halftime? Because we got to adjust based off of what the teams are doing us. If they kill us in the first half by running the ball, Gannon, what is your key to adjusting and stopping that, but as well taking away those wide receivers? Shane, if we can't get the deep ball, what is your plan going forward so we can move down the field? Yeah. That's going to be the big keys right there.
Yeah. And your score prediction, who wins?
I got it 30. Well, on the swoop pod, I said 32-12 because of Boswell. But now that he's not playing, I think Gannon's going to pitch the shutout.
Whoa! Like, let's go.
Say what you say. Say what you say.
32-0, right? That's what I'm hearing. All right, let's go.
Say it with your chest.
What's up, K-Clown?
Hey, fellas, the wife gave me the nod. We got to go head to the Houston Eagles nest to go watch the game. Yes, hey, JC,
sir.
I appreciate it, man. Y'all boys take it easy.
Wait. What she got? Wait, what is that?
She got us.
Yeah. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord.
Oh,
yeah.
No.
My wife is still his fan, man. So
all right.
Shout out to you.
Hey, much respect, man. Thank you for joining, man. And
drive safe.
You're welcome here anytime, brother.
Hey, I appreciate it, JC.
Ain't no problem. Yo, King Fly, man. Talk to me, man.
Oh man. So I'll go with the Steelers first. Steelers, they're gonna have to apply pressure. They're gonna have to apply pressure and establish a running game on that one. So I'll go 1 and 2 because I don't really care about the Steelers. Number 3, we're gonna go. If you get Najee Harris, get him started. We might have some little bit of some trouble right there. Also, y'all better not be coming in here with some black Air Force Ones. in my damn weekend financial field. Y'all better stop with that. Y'all know something about them black Air Force Ones. Y'all better not be pulling them jokes on that. Off to the Eagles side. Coaching, most definitely. It's coaching. This is going to be, playing chess, not checkers, right? And understanding apply pressure of all areas. And I want to see a phase of it. And number two, I want to see special teams do something in this game. I want to see special teams do something. I need special teams to wake the hell up. Wake up. Please wake up. Do something.
We got Greg Ward. We good.
Ooh, here we go. Woo! We fixed that issue.
So we got Greg Ward. Is he even active? Is he active?
I don't know. I don't think so.
No. Okay.
Not this week. Not this week.
No.
I don't think he's
That's
active.
a good question.
But I didn't see him on an active list.
Yeah.
No, I don't think he is.
Either.
I don't know. Number 3, man. 4 quarters of football. Can I see that? I just want 4 quarters of football, please. I don't care about getting beat over the top. I want to see something, man. I want to see something where, like Gannon puts his name into a hat. Hey, I'm going to be a head coach next year. That's what I want to see. There are times where you need to be aggressive. You can't be conservative your whole life. They ain't going to get you.
All right, so what's your score? Who wins?
Oh man! Now that Marcus said it with his chest,
he said it with his chest, man, and his chin here and everything.
I'm gonna go 38-13. Go back.
Whoa! Okay.
Okay.
Oh,
Joseph got a 33-13.
You got a lot of 30s up in here. Okay, all right. Second half must be popping for y'all. Bottle's gonna be popping second half. Hey, let's do it. But look, hey, so my 3 keys real quick, man, for the Steelers, man, Najee Harris, you need to contain Najee Harris. Number 2, you can't time of possession, whichever team controls the ball the most on offense. Time of possession, that means your defense is on the field. They are gassed. And you are literally marching down the field slowly, and anything can happen. A field goal. Time of possession is my second key. For both teams, actually, that's one for the Philadelphia Eagles. And look, the third key for the Steelers is can we stop Alex Highsmith? Man, I keep saying his name. I have a bad feeling that he's going to get a sack today for some odd reason. 6.5 sacks and 12 sacks total. His whole team. There's 11% on the field on defense. This dude has 6.5 by himself. So where everybody else at, I don't know. But watch out for that one guy, Alex Highsmith. You definitely got to watch out for him. For the Philadelphia Eagles, man, run miles, man. Run miles. The RPOs is sexy, but, you should be able to run on this team. They are 20. They are 30th in total offense, 28th overall on defense. This team is a bad team.
It's a bad football.
This is just a bad team. I'm just going to keep it honest. Yeah. So you should be able to take advantage, offense and defense. Go ahead.
Quick question. My player of the game will be Dallas Goedert.
Miles Sanders for me. I got to go with Miles, man, because I think the run game is going to be established today, though, man.
Dallas Goedert's going to eat in this game.
Okay. Who's your player of the game, King DV?
Hassan Reddick.
Okay.
I'm going defense.
He got to be DV got to be different.
So
that's what's up.
Time of possession, run Miles Sanders, and look, can you stop Alex Highsmith, man? That goes for offensive line. Yes, our offensive line is great. But look, they're human. You know what I mean? And you can't stop everybody. So, boom. My score is this. The Philadelphia Eagles are, I think, top 4 in defense points allowed. So, I'm going to say they're going to hit their, 17-point threshold. So, 17. So, 27 Eagles, 17 Pittsburgh. I really think that Pittsburgh is going to be able to get a couple things on us, man. But we're going to be able to – I got to see the second half. Before I say 38-40, are they going to do it in the second half? Because I already know what they're going to do in the first half. So that's where I'm going with that. But look, this was yo, I love this team so much.
Yeah,
man.
that was crazy,
Hey,
man.
This was, Lane Johnson dressing up as Jason Kelsey for Halloween. This is funny to me, like almost identical to me, man. Yo, this team is so fun. And this was me last night. This was me last night.
Wow.
On a boat, right? Yo, I was
Okay.
on a yacht. Four floors, 2 dance floors, bars and everything. So this was me for my Halloween costume last night. So we about to end this. But did y'all do anything last night for Halloween? Did y'all dress up or anything?
Man, I got kids, man. So my daughter is Anna from Stranger Things, and her best friend is Max. So they have the whole the couple of kids from the neighborhood have the whole Stranger Things thing. So we have that going on. But nah, man, I'm a dad, man. I don't really get to have fun like that. I gotta serve and protect. Dad University right here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
King DV, hey, did you do anything?
No. I always miss the boat, man. I'm a geek, so that's a fun fact about me. I'm into comic books, Marvels, the DC, and I want to look like how I see it in the movies. I don't want to look all So when my time comes, I'm gonna be dressed up. But my son, he's also a geek. He's actually going to be a Naruto character. He's going to be a 4th Hokage. If anybody watched it. So
I'm a geek
too. Yes, sir. Hey, on the screen right now, man, if you are watching, man, and you're not subscribed to these guys, man, King DV link is in the chat, and we also live on his channel. And also, please go check out my boy King Fly John, man, on the Swoop Boys. And we did have his other partner on here, Coach. Please, don't forget to go like, comment, and subscribe on their channel. They have a lot of things going on, but we're about to head out. But King DV, let them know where they could find you at and what you have coming up this upcoming week.
Man, basically you can find me on here at King DV Sports. You've seen the link in the comments. Also, King DV Sports, King DV Sports, King DV Sports on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. All one word. What I got coming up is talking about the sorriest team in Philadelphia right now, the Philadelphia Sixers. That's what I got going on. I'm gonna be talking about them.
Fire Doc, man. Fire him.
Yo, I don't want to talk about basketball right now.
He needs to get fired. He needs to fire. He needs to be fired, man. I've been watching y'all too, JC. So I'm just waiting.
Now don't watch us. Hey, ain't nothing to see over here. Cause we only ain't nothing. We lost last night to the Pacers, man.
Listen. Hey, your Nets. They need to learn how to play defense.
Yeah, that's what's going on.
That's it. That's the only thing. That's the
lazy.
only thing. Defense. If we know how to play a little bit of defense, we should be undefeated. We're playing up over 100-something points every game, but we can't stop the other team from busting our stuff our heads.
It's lazy. You don't talk. You when somebody scores, you're looking like, all right,
you're looking around, trying to blame
somebody. It's terrible. It's terrible team defense basketball.
Yeah,
I know.
Well, we had that going on too.
Don't remind me.
We had that going. But what we got going on is a lazy offense, and then going into being individual basketball. Like this is what I mean. That's what's terrible. And our offense is stagnant. The defense can get a little bit better. I think Tucker needs to come off the bench though. I don't think he's a good fit at starting.
Yo, this dude have no offense for y'all. He's worse than Ben Simmons. He don't provide no offense, nothing at all. He just on the corner.
Tucker won't airball layup ever in life.
Come on.
Ben Simmons has
outscored y'all prize-free agent signing, Tucker.
That's not why we signed him though. Not for scoring. We didn't.
But
I don't know why he's in the start. But I don't know why he's in the starting lineup.
No. You know what? And it's a whole conversation because y'all love him being in the starting lineup, and now all of a sudden,
say that for another day.
I don't know why he's in the starting lineup. We should have been 100-0. But anyway, this is definitely for another podcast, definitely. But look, I appreciate everybody tuning in, man. Look, make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe to all my guys on the panel, man. As always, you know we are here next Sunday at 11:30 for another pregame show. As always, go Birds.